Today we're going to be taking a look at how to automate our harmonies to create excitement inside of our mix. It's one of the easiest and best ways to really create some additional movement and excitement inside of our mixes very, very easily. Hi, my name is Tyson. I'm a mastering engineer here at Dinosaur Dog Mastering, and today we're going to be taking a look at harmonies, how to automate them to create more excitement inside of our mixes. But before we do that, I want to let you know I have a free ultimate mixing checklist for download to get better and faster mixes. It is for free in the description of this video. The first link in the description will bring you to a page where you can download the free checklist. Okay, with that said, let's dive into the DAW and show you exactly how I'm automating my harmonies to create more excitement inside of my songs. Music is meant to move. These subtle changes will just add that extra, 0.5% or 2% to your song that really brings your production up to a new level, or your mixes in this case. What we're doing right now is we're going to add some energy throughout this section of the song. This section is building into the last chorus, and what we want to do is automate our harmonies to create this kind of movement, very, very subtle, adding this excitement throughout the section so that at the end of the section, it feels much bigger than it did at the beginning. What we're going to be doing is actually automating the pan. And before I dive into that, I want to show you exactly what I'm doing with this backing vocal or this harmony. I have it being sent to this bus number 25. So if I go over to bus 25, I have this sample delay, and I've showed this in other videos, but basically I'm creating this sample delay that is just offsetting the vocal from itself just a little bit. I also have this gain plugin, which is swapping the left and right. Because I only have one version of this harmony, it's helpful to create that delay and then shift it from left to right so that I have energy on both ends of the stereo field. And so when I pan it to the right or the left, it's going to have kind of an offsetting delay that's filling up that other space, so it doesn't feel quite so lopsided. Even though this harmony is pretty quiet, I'm really not getting that much energy out of it, it's still kind of just this very subtle move to really help it. If you don't understand what I'm doing right there, totally fine. This trick will still work without that, but for those of you who want to follow along, I think that it's another helpful tip to be able to just add some additional excitement and wideness to your mix as we automate this vocal and the panning of this vocal. Okay, so I'm gonna play it just as is, and you can kind of tell where we're at in the song and this section and what we're really trying to do, add some energy and some build to this section before we hit the last chorus. So here we go. Okay, so you can hear that backing vocal. It's pretty quiet in the mix, but it's just adding a little bit more energy, but it's also very close to the lead vocal. It's only panned 10 whatever units right, and so it's pretty almost married to that lead vocal and doesn't really add any kind of wideness to the mix. So what we're gonna do is we're going to bring up our automation. I'm just hitting A on the keyboard if you don't know that shortcut, and I'm gonna pull up, instead of the volume, which it's set at right now, I'm gonna go to pan, and we're gonna click absolute, which will give me the actual measurement of it rather than the relative measurement. So I'm gonna add a point at the beginning because I want it to start really narrow, and then at the end, I'm going to make it go really wide. And one little trick in this is that we can actually hear that delay if I just solo this vocal that I showed you before, and I just want you to be able to hear what's actually happening. So when I play at the beginning, it's going to feel really narrow, and then I'm going to skip to the end, and you can listen to the left side of this, and you'll be able to really hear what I'm doing here. So I'm going to play it here. We were just lost in the air. We were just lost in the air. We were just lost hanging on to. So you can feel how that even that left side is also getting wider and wider as we pan the main vocal further right. So just a little quick tip on how that sounds. Okay, so now let's listen to the vocal. Again, or listen to this section. Again, it's a pretty subtle effect, but adding with all of the other things that are happening in the mix, this is just one more element that's just adding some more energy and excitement to this section as we go throughout. So let's take a listen, and you'll be able to track with that vocal. Okay, and so this trick works even better if you have multiple harmonies, and so I might adjust this a little bit. I kind of want more energy on the left-hand side as well, so I might try to figure out how to use some of these other vocals, but the whole point kind of stands. I still think that adds some energy. You could try using a doubler to try to double this backing vocal, etc. So lots of different techniques and ways that you can really make this work, but feel free to experiment on different elements and whatever. Automating panning is one of the best ways to just create some subtle movement and excitement in your mix, making things narrower and wider. And oftentimes I'll automate the guitars. So if I have some rhythm guitars that are left and right, I'll automate that so that's maybe 45 right and left, and then right when that chorus hits, they're going to be 100% right and left. And so that just adds the extra little tiny bit of stereo wideness that makes the chorus just seem bigger, more exciting, with very little effort on my part to actually make the chorus more exciting. So I hope this was helpful, and let me know what you think of this in the comments if you're going to be using this. And then also don't forget to subscribe, because I release videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to help you get more professional mixes. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.